Hello.
Good evening.
Oh, good evening, James Martell, the founder of the School of Internet Marketing. The School of Internet Marketing. It's great to have you on board. We had planned here, and it's great that we can do the topic called email marketing for small businesses. And we are going to start the program here, and we say welcome to everyone. You are listening to White Rock Reporter Radio. I'm Johan Sandstrom in White Rock in beautiful British Columbia. And it happens to be just about, well, it's almost Christmas, the 23rd of December right now. And it's great, James, that you have the time. I know you're busy. Can we start with a little music sort of to get the things going here for us?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wonderful. This is Crazy Love, Babushian, and if you're not familiar with it, get familiar with it because I love this music.
बड़ा बेशर्म है, इश्क बड़ा बेरहम है, इश्क बड़ा बेशर्म है, इश्क बड़ा बेरहम है, इश्क बड़ा बेशर्म है, इश्क बड़ा बेरहम है। जान लेता भी है, जान देता भी है, सुन यारा, ओ यारा, इश्क बड़ा बेशर्म है, बड़ा बेरहम है, इश्क बड़ा बेशर्म है, इश्क बड़ा बेरहम है, इश्क बड़ा बेशर्म है, इश्क बड़ा बेरहम है।
Well, I'm quite sure that this gentleman, I believe it is a gentleman, he is calling for water, or who knows, maybe he is somewhere. Sounds very exotic to me, and what can we say about that? I would say the following. Just to give you a sense of what we are doing here, Arabian Passion is right on the skid here, all on it. So now you know the music style of the program. We are going to learn about email marketing for small businesses, and I'm pleased to have on board here James Martell. Please, how do we start this? This is a complicated thing in a way for anyone that hasn't been involved in email marketing. Can you, with a few words, explain what this is all about?
Essentially, it is simply gathering up a list of your customers or potential customers' names and email addresses, and then gathering those into a nice, simple, easy-to-use database so that when special offers are available or things that would be of interest to your customers or clientele, that you could easily communicate with them on demand. So it's a very simple, very powerful way to target a customer list or a potential customer list, and or both. And many businesses already employ it, but there's also lots that don't. So I thought it would be just a great topic as we close off 2012 here.
Well, I think that's nice of you to give us that opportunity here. The audience, I'm quite sure many of them are businesses and merchants and people that definitely can thrive on that type of information. We just can't get away from it today, I understand.
Well, email is one of these double-edged swords. If it's used incorrectly or abusively or abused, it can turn on us. but with some simple rules in place and a little bit of logic and a little common sense. It's a nice way to communicate with a customer base, and it's a real nice way to reach out and to continue to bring customers back, because I think we all know as business owners, it's one thing to gain a customer. It's a whole other thing to keep them coming back, and email can be a real instrumental part of a marketing strategy to not only find new customers, bring them through the door, but to also keep them engaged. Because with the internet and so much going on these days, it's important for businesses to stay connected with customers and potential customers, so that when that buying opportunity happens, you're at the top of their mind because you've been in communication with them gently and effectively using email.
Just to give the listener a chance to understand the duration of this period, this particular epilogue of the radio program today, how long do you feel that we should dwell on the subject?
Oh, I think we could probably cover it nicely in 10 or 15 minutes, maybe 20.
Oh, it sounds great. It sounds great. Well, so continue there. I'm going to go for a break here very, very briefly, and that would be nice if you can hold on a little there.
I'll be here.
Welcome to White Rock Reporter Radio and our conversation with the founder of the School of Internet Marketing, Mr. James Martell, also in White Rock, South Surrey, and we are listening to what I consider, what it says here, Arabian Passion. This is the way Arabian Passion is toning in there.
और चैन गया खोया आराम कामिनी करते प्रेमी पे एहसान कामिनी अरे नाम जपू मैं सुबह शाम कामिनी
ओ दीवाने आशिक यूला जान दे कौन हूँ मैं पहले तूने जान दे ओ हसीना यूं इतना ना छोड़ दे गाओ ना दिल दीवाने
Well, I ended the Arabian Passion here by Bushki Khan. James, let's continue. The next step, another 10-15 minutes of email marketing, and I think this will be fine. You have a number of providers that you could recommend. You mentioned something, AWeber.
AWeber is my provider of choice. AWeber is an email marketing software provider that makes it easy for small businesses to develop and manage a list with opt-in capabilities and double opt-in, which I'm a firm believer in, of being able to make sure that you're compliant and that you keep things above board.
Now, this thing is built on a give and take, receive, deliver, send and receive, so to speak, correct? Can you give us a little of the technical structure of what takes place for the person that's not at all initiated or informed about just email marketing? And we spoke about now one of the important providers that you need to have on board when you want to do this. So I think
I would suggest, even before we get into the technical end of it, because honestly I'm not a big fan of the technical side of it. I find that really kind of stops businesses in their tracks, because a lot of people have a knee-jerk reaction that says, you know what, I'm not a techie, I don't know how to do it. And personally, I outsource it all anyway. So from a technical end, maybe, functionally, it's pretty simple. It's a little name and email, or a little form on your website where you can add a name and an email address, and somebody can simply fill out that little form and press submit, and then they can join your email list. I think more importantly, we talk about some of the applications of what can be done with it, because the technical end of it is really quite simple, because I would suggest, like myself, you outsource it to someone for $75 or $100 to get everything completely set up. So that's easy. So let's talk about things that you can use email for to bring customers through the door. And I've got actually one example that I'm working with right now in the local area here, which is I know you're aware of it. You and I sit down many times for coffee in the afternoon or maybe a drink at night, which is Sawbuck's Pub. And Sawbucks, like most local businesses in the area, are looking for ways to keep customers happy and to keep them coming back through the door so that they don't continually have to be bringing in new customers, which of course is a priority as well. But to get the existing customers better engaged and coming back with email, there's some things that you can do. And one of the things that we literally just launched for Sawbucks is if listeners head over to sawbuckspub.com, you'll notice that there's some very nice graphical images that move across the top of the page. We call those sliders because they seem to slide by. And at the bottom of each of the sliders, there's a little message there that says exclusive deals and offers. Join our email club. And then when somebody goes ahead and joins the email club, then clicks on that little button there.
On the website, yeah.
Yeah, on the website.
To be a little facetious now, they don't slide off the bar counter.
No.
We are still on the website, yeah. Good. Sawbuckspub.com, remember that, okay? I forgot to the beginning here to say...
When they click on that button, then they land on a page that basically says, join our club. And make sure you're the first to hear what's happening at Sawbucks. Join our club today and get exclusive offers and even a special treat on your birthday. As a club member, every month you're entered into a draw to win dinner for two, free tickets with VIP seating to special pub events, and much more. So sign up today and become a part of our exclusive club. So what we're doing now is we are in the process of putting together a little campaign for them to gather up everybody's first name, email address, and their birthday month. Because they're born, my birthday's in May. It would be real nice to get an email in the beginning of May that says, hey, James, it's your birthday coming up. Why not stop into the pub, bring a few friends, have dinner on us, and as the birthday guy, you don't pay your dinner, it's free. So you can imagine with a pub that has probably a few thousand people a month go through the doors, it wouldn't take long at all to get a very nice little email list together. And then when the emails are going out automatically at the beginning of each month, because with AWeber, this is a part of their functionality, you just set this all up in advance, automatically an email is sent out to everybody whose birthday is coming up in that month with a nice little invitation, a very nice, well-written email that invites them to come into the pub. So, and of course, most of us don't celebrate our birthdays by ourselves. We want to bring some people with us, so this is a great way for the pub to reward a loyal customer with a free birthday dinner, but who will also bring in some friends with them.
It sounds very compelling. It sounds very exciting. I'm thinking of the pub itself, the establishment, or I can think of a merchant or two or 100. This is definitely nothing fancy about it. This is something, it is a must. M-U-S-T. I think you agree to that. I know you do.
I would definitely agree. I would agree with that big time, because the nice thing about it is this list can continue to grow. So it's a matter of now getting the staff involved and getting some marketing in place. Of course, the website's already got that built into it. And there's other places that we can help to do that. And one of the things, I'm actually on a website right now, which I think most listeners have probably heard of, called Vistaprint. And I do know you get your business cards created there, and I've had lots of things printed by Vistaprint. They're amazing. And what I'm doing is I'm having a little business card size ad developed for them, and on the front it says pretty much what it said on the back side or on their website. Join our club. Make sure you're the first to hear what's happening at Sawbucks. Join our club. Get exclusive offers. So this is on a little business card. Win dinner for two. Win free tickets. Free birthday dinner, win VIP seating, complete the back and give it to your server. So then if they flip the business card over, on the back side, it simply says, join our club, and then there's a line, first name, where they can enter their first name, and then their email address, their birth month, and then it says, join our club today and get exclusive offers and even a free dinner on your birthday. So we could get these printed at Vistaprint for, I don't know, it's going to be under $25, I would guess. They'll be shipped out here in the next week or so, probably sooner, although it is Christmas, so it might be a little longer. But now we can start tucking these into their little menu cards that sit on each of the tables, and then people can fill these out, give them to the server, which can then drop them in the fishbowl that's sitting on the bar. And now we can begin to gather up their name, email address, and birthday month, and then we just enter it into the system. So logistically, there's some work to it, but if you can imagine, Johan, if over the period of 6 or 8 months, Sawbucks manages to gather up 10 or 15,000 email addresses locally of their customers and potential customers in the area, now when a new band comes into town, maybe an AC/DC tribute band, or Nearly Neil, the Neil Diamond impersonator, comes back in, or we've got New Year's Eve coming up, or there's some event of some sort in the area, or that they're going to be hosting in the pub, boom, they can send out an email for free, other than their monthly subscription to AWeber, which is very inexpensive, and now they can touch base with all of those customers or potential customers, and they didn't have to pay the newspaper, they didn't have to pay a radio ad. It's just out it goes, and it's done.
Well, I mean, this breeds economy all the way, and rationality, and the fact that I have asked, and you know how discouraged I have been many times. You speak to some merchants and you try to tell them, whatever you do, please start collecting emails in any which way, and that way you have got basically an opt-in email, because in the future, and already now, I believe you just can't take anyone's email base or collect them in any other which way, because it's not legal. Correct me on that if I'm wrong.
Well, yeah, the way that you have to do it in this particular case is when we gather up their email address and we enter it into AWeber, and AWeber just gives us a little form to fill out where we can drop in their name, their email address, and their birth month with a little drop down for the month. And then we hit submit. And to stay compliant, to stay within the guidelines of the law, what happens is AWeber automatically sends them an email, and then they have to confirm that they actually subscribed and that they want to receive emails from, in this case, Sawbucks. So the second they open up that email, there's a little explanation there again that says, you know, if you want to confirm to join the birthday club, just click on this link. As soon as they click on the link, then they've opted in, and that's what's called double opting in, and now everything is legit. They verify to AWeber that they have subscribed, and yes, they would like to receive ongoing emails from Sawbucks.
That's the way to do it, and that is pretty much what any merchant would do. And there is no limit to the fact that you can be generous, how generous as you wish to be, in the way of the offer to make yourself, your business attractive, and so on. I have great respect for what you are saying, and looking at this, is there any other things that one should, with respect to, now this is a pub, and I think it's a very appropriate example, because so many things are going on besides the food and the drinks and the events, in particular whatever they have on the menu for various great things, funny things, and we don't have hockey now for a long time. So if I may, Sawbucks is a nice place, peaceful and friendly, and all ages, and the lunches are, I know for a fact that the lunches are very, very popular. There are many busy people.
Sawbucks is a great place, and this type of strategy that we're talking about for small business, this is just the birthday club. Within the AWeber system itself, there's many other things that are happening as well. Sawbucks happens to use WordPress. We actually set up their website for them and maintain it for them, and add the images every month as new events and things come up. But they use the WordPress content management system, and the beautiful thing about WordPress, it makes it very simple for business owners to keep their websites up to date. And another feature of WordPress is there's a plugin, a free little app of sorts, something similar that you would download onto your iPhone or your Android. But in the WordPress world, they're called plugins. So you add this plugin, and what it does, it connects your website to AWeber. So now get this: what happens is every time we add a new post to the SawbucksPub.com website, what happens happens is, because we've integrated it with AWeber, and we set it up to go every time we add a new post to the site.
Excuse me, hold it. A new post, P-O-S-T. Now, that basically could be an event, it could be an offer, it could be anything.
Good to point that out. It could be, when I say post, it could be an article, it could be a little video. Typically, in the case of Sawbucks, it's usually 3 or 4 paragraphs. It may be announcing a band that's coming into town next month. It may be an alert that, hey, we're kicking off our Monday Night Football Club, and you got to get signed up if you'd like to join us for that by this date. And what happens is we get all of these little promotional messages written, and they're short. These are not literary masterpieces. These are real 3 or 4 paragraphs, descriptive text of, hey, you know what, if you're planning a fundraiser and you're looking for a great venue to host your fundraiser, think about Sawbucks. And what we do is we load these into the WordPress back end, and then we schedule them. So we don't publish them all at once. We strategically schedule them. So if, for example, hockey ever comes back, we will be sending an email. We'll be writing a little email first off to let them know that, hey, hockey's coming back on this date, and don't forget about our 10-foot high-definition screen and all of our flat screens throughout and our great food. However we structure the message, and then we simply schedule that in the system, and we'll schedule up 6 or 8 of those messages in advance, usually over about a 2 or 3 month period. And then what happens is, 10 days before that band is coming in, or 7 days before the Canucks fire up again, automatically that post, that article, will publish to the Sawbucks website, 1. But more importantly, number 2, that will trigger AWeber to take that same article and now broadcast it out to all 10 or 15,000 subscribers as well, automatically. So, and without cost. It's an amazing, amazing tool.
That is compelling. There's lots of fun to see that at work, and I think that we could conclusively, you would like to say something about the email marketing for small businesses that you have heard. You have been listening to James Martell, the founder of the School of Internet Marketing, and I'm Johan Sandstrom, the host of White Rock Reporter Radio. We are going to finish with a little music, and we are also going to have, if I may ask, Mr. James Martell to tell us a little, what does he believe about, can we believe in the Canucks, the hockey, and let's, this close to Christmas, can't we, what do you want to, I mean, in my case, I would like to have my 2 front teeth. But what do you wish for Christmas and New Year?
Oh, that's a very good question. Well, I don't know if we're... tomorrow we have our granddaughter coming over, who's our first grandchild, and she's 2.5, and Arlene has bought her a beautiful little kitchen set for her. So that's kind of our focal point right now.
So that's Grandpa. That's Grandpa and Grandma.
I
love it.
These days, absolutely.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Yeah, well, there are many things happening, and I was down at London Drugs here yesterday, and it's incredible. Are people really buying cameras at that? I mean, it was loaded. I tell you, I don't lie when I say there were 60 people on the camera department. And there were obviously people spilling into the computer department, and this down at it's a great place to see how things are moving on, and what happens when the holidays are coming like they are right now. The good prices and everything.
Well, and I can tell you from experience, those with email lists also are benefiting greatly from the Christmas shopping season, because most retailers do most of their business in the last quarter. And into the first quarter, and I do know just from 13 years of experience working with in the retail area online, that the big time that most people make their money is right now. And the savvy retailers, the savvy online retailers, can teach some lessons to the offline guys, because the online world definitely understands the power of email marketing, and they're early adopters of it. They live and die by it, because that's, in a lot of cases, their primary method of communication with them. So it's something that we put a great deal of emphasis on in the online world. And I'm starting to see a lot of brick and mortar businesses really start to pay a lot more attention to it as well.
Well, there's nothing unusual today. It used to be 5 years, 3 years, 4 years ago, to buy on the internet, I mean, it's a very, very secure and functional. I tried out, for instance, with Vistaprint, and it was absolutely 100% satisfaction. It was exactly, and it was fun, and it was very inexpensive. 500 business cards, highest glossy thing, good design, everything else. You do it's
full color.
You have seen it in color, of course, yeah. And for 500 cards, I think I paid $45, $46 or something like that. That beats almost anything in the market because totally professional and fast delivery. In my case, I paid $7 extra to have it quickly delivered before Christmas. So that's the way it is, and many tools available. I'm going to say, before we say goodbye, I almost said, I obviously wish you and your family, your students in the School of Internet Marketing, and everyone else that's listening here, the audience of the White Rock Reporter Radio. And we have been very, very much into Crazy Love and Diwana and Faces and from Babushikan, and right now we are listening to Guru Pade and goodness. Is this what we can say, and say kiss and goodbye to all the lovely people? Happy holiday and so on.
I'd like to wish everyone a Merry Christmas as well, and a very, very prosperous 2013.
That sounds great. I thank you for calling in like this. Thank you.
Very much my pleasure, Johan, and Merry Christmas to you as well.
Thank you very much. The same to you.
दर्शन करो पूजा करो मन में भक्ति का रस घोलो मन में भक्ति का रस घोलो जय जय माँ जय जय माँ जय जय माँ जय जय माँ
दीवाना 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 ओ तेरे इश्क में पागल होइबे तोहे साथे उड़ा ले जइबे दीवाना 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 हो
Divana Divana by Babushikan. My friends, we say good night for this time, and I wish you a safe holiday. This is Johan Sandstrom, White Rock Reporter Radio, signing off on the very 23rd of December, 2012.